So you've just signed your first international teaching contract and you're excited to move to a new country and start your life as an international school teacher. However, moving to a new country can be a stressful experience, and there are a number of things that you must make sure are in order before you make that move. So in this video, we're going to look at how to prepare to move to a new country so that you can move to a new school with full confidence, knowing everything is covered. We'll start off by looking at the legal side, and this is very much the things that need to be done. Firstly, you'll need to let your current school know that you are leaving and serve out your notice period, which shouldn't be a surprise as they wrote your references for your new school. If you rent, you're going to need to let your landlord know you are leaving and serve out your notice period. And if you own the house, you'll need to make arrangements for whether you will rent and how you're going to continue to pay your mortgage. Let your bank know you are leaving so you can continue to use your account and not be hit with fraud charges. And finally, let your government tax office know you are leaving so that you could be entitled to a rebate and won't be taxed in your home country. With all of these, I found time is of the essence, and it's important to get all of this sorted sooner rather than later. The next thing we need to look at is your visa application for your new country. Now, I've often found this process to appear slow at first, and then suddenly it ramps up, and there are many demands of me in a short period of time. So, the best thing to do is ask your new school everything you will need for that visa application. Make a list and be organized in getting it all sorted. Typically, it will be your school who make the application and you just supply all the documents that they need. Now, the documents that are often required for a visa application are the following: a reference from your current school to say that you are of good character, a medical report from your doctor which says that you are in good health, physical copies of all your certificates and certifications, as well as a police report which says it's essentially a criminal record check. With all of this, ask your school and be organized in getting it all together. Let's talk about your belongings. Find out whether you have a baggage allowance and how much that is so you can make arrangements to move your belongings to the new country. Decide what you're going to take, what you're going to throw away. Find out whether your new housing is furnished so you can make arrangements for whether you need to buy furniture. And then, if you are going to make a move, find a shipping company. And I would always recommend that you get your belongings shipped to your school as it is a well known location. Next thing to talk about is finding a buddy. This is a current employer at your new school who will help you make the move and give you some advice along the way. For example, when I moved to the Bahamas, my buddy told me that toilet paper was very expensive in the Bahamas, so she recommended that I pack some in along with me, and it was an absolute lifesaver. Your buddy will be someone who can take you through the move and give you advice so that you're not hit with any shocks when you make the move. It's a really useful tool to have, so make sure you ask. Now, these are certain things that you need to get sorted now rather than later. Some countries may require what's called a bank reference, which is a letter from your bank to say that you have been a good customer. These can be a long process to get this sorted, so I would start sooner. I would also start saving money, as making a move to a new country is expensive, so make sure you have a pot of money left over for any unforeseen expenses. If you're moving to a new country which requires you to get a car, see if you can find a leaving teacher who you can buy the car from so that you have a way of getting around when you move. And finally, start storing medication that you will move with if you are taking any medication. And just some things to get sorted later, but still are important. I've always made a physical list of contacts I have in case I need to ring home and without a phone. I always try to see if I can get an international SIM card or an international phone contract so I can start contacting people straight away. I make physical copies of all my important documents, such as my passports, my qualifications, and also the random things, for example, like plug socket adapters. Make sure you have them. I want to have a quick chat about mental health. As I've said, moving to a new country is a stressful experience. And with all the demands and all the pressures, it can be very hard to get easy to get stressed. I've always found that talking to a therapist or mental health support is really useful in this time, as well as having someone who I can lean on to voice out my stress and anxieties. But I always remember when I've fulfilled this move, it's going to feel absolutely amazing. That's everything for now. If you like this video, hit like and hit subscribe to find more content on how to be the best international teacher you can be.